Hello, and welcome to the Temple of Enlightenment International Spiritual Center. I am the founder, and I am the senior director. My name is issacharbey. I want to thank you for tuning in today to our teaching for today. We are continuing to go to a higher level, a deeper depth in our money manifestation mindset series. And so I want to thank all of you for tuning in and being a part of today. If this is your first time, please let us know what city, what state, what country you are listening from. Put it in the chat and let us know where you're from. We want to also ask that if you can like, share, and subscribe to our channel. This will help us out greatly. You guys hitting the like button will help us with the algorithms and help us to be more visible and allow other people to get the opportunity to listen to this great teaching, this great wisdom, and these great wisdom nuggets that we are giving out every week. We're here same day, same time every week, and we are delighted to be here. I want to thank all of you for your feedback, your consistency, and your support, your donations, your giving to our ministry. And we just want to let you know that we are forever grateful, and we do not take it lightly for all of your donations and all of your giving. It does help us out tremendously, and we just want you to know that we are grateful, and we want to say thank you. I believe Wednesday, the 28th of October, at 5:14 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Mercury will go direct. And so we are looking forward to seeing Mercury go direct in this season. Mercury has been retrograde and is retrograde right now. And, I've been having some interesting testimonials of things that's been happening. So, like I said, we are looking forward to having that done. So we are looking forward to seeing that take place. I believe that's Wednesday, the 28th of August. I just wanted to put that out there for those who are familiar with the Mercury retrograde phenomenon, that Mercury will be going direct on Wednesday. So I wanted to let you guys know that I have quite a few things we're going to discuss today. We are moving very rapidly. I mean, we're at the end of August, and like I said before, you know it, we'll be in 2025. I think that we had a very interesting week this week. We had the blue moon. I believe that was on the 19th. The super moon. There's just a lot going on, and that's one of the reasons why we make it possible and tell you guys to stay focused on what it is that you're doing, what it is that you're building. Listen, I'm an advocate. I'm telling you, the information that's coming to me as I'm working with these precepts and these concepts and these things are absolutely phenomenal. I'm getting such an outpour of information. It's almost like the universe is setting me up not to fail. Like I can't fail, even if I wanted to, because of the information that's coming to me. And I want you to know that the more you apply these truths, these golden nuggets, the more that you embrace them and allow them to take effect in your life, you will see some dynamic and great changes that take place. And I think that it's imperative that you move into this new dimension and this new season of your life. I want to know how many of you are working on your goals. We told everybody to write down 5 things that they wanted to manifest before the end of the year. And then on that list, I told you to circle the top 3. And so, to be honest, a lot of us, we really don't have time. We are busy working on the 3 things we circled on our list. We're also working on our money magnet manifestation board. I'm already in 2025, just putting things together of what I want to do and how I want things to unfold. I'm really looking forward to some great things to really take place that I'm manifesting, and I think that it's really a great opportunity when you can create the life and create the things that you want to experience, and that you don't have to wait for somebody else to give you permission. You don't have to wait for somebody else before you can do it. You don't have to wait for somebody else to give you the okay, to give you the green light. You don't have to wait for an assistant. You don't have to wait for any of that. You can create your own reality. And I think that's by itself what we call freedom, true freedom. I had the opportunity this week to really look at some great things that are happening in the investment market, in the financial sector. I learned a lot of things. I think I have it in the description. The equity group. You guys want to make sure you get connected with the equity group that comes on Clubhouse. The gentleman that teaches in there is giving out a lot of great information. Those of you that want to invest in the stock market, don't know how to do it, don't know how to start, I would beckon you to just go join and learn as much as you can. Ask any questions. No question is a stupid question. No question is a beginner question. You just go and ask the questions. You learn, and you learn how to create your own reality. You learn how to build wealth for your family and how to create unlimited wealth. And so I think it's a great platform, and I really learned a lot. And the way they teach it is very, I would say, very appealing to me, because it's not like he's just talking. It's boring. They make it appealing through jokes and you have other people in the chat that's also assisting him and different things. And I just think that it's a phenomenal opportunity for those of us that are serious about creating wealth and being able to pass the wealth down to our family, to our children's 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 children. And so this is a great time. I've said this all the time. This is a great time to be alive. Let us prepare to go into our spiritual mind treatment. There's quite a few things I want to discuss today. And in our spiritual mind treatment, I want you to get in a comfortable position and relax. Clear your mind. Begin to quiet the mind. Sometimes our thoughts and our minds is going from one place to the other. We can't find peace because there's no peace inside of our minds. Our minds are just going and just nonstop. But if we can learn how to calm and find peace and find the place where we can just be still in consciousness and be able to allow ourselves to find that place where we can tap in and we can connect to the divine mind, you will be greatly, greatly, greatly assured of the outcome that will take place. As we get in this quiet position, I want you to take a deep breath and inhale and exhale. Once again, inhale and exhale. And again, inhale and exhale. In this sacred moment, I recognize the infinite presence that permeates all of existence. This divine source is the wellspring of all abundance, the boundless supply of every good thing. It is the universal flow, the infinite currency that circulates through all creation, unfailing and ever present. I know that this infinite source is the essence of wealth, and it is available to me, for I am one with it. I affirm that I am fully aligned with the universal flow of wealth. I am open and receptive to the infinite blessings that flow through my life. I release any thoughts of limitation or lack, knowing that the divine supply is inexhaustible and ever flowing. The infinite currency of the universe circulates freely within me and around me, manifesting as financial prosperity, opportunities, and the fulfillment of all my needs and desires. As I tap into this universal flow, I am guided by divine wisdom in all my financial decisions. I trust that every resource, every idea, and every action is divinely inspired, leading me towards greater abundance and success. I know that wealth is not something I must chase or struggle for. It is a natural expression of the divine within me. I allow this wealth to flow into my life effortlessly and joyously, knowing that it is my birthright as an expression of the infinite. I release any fears or doubts, knowing that I am fully supported by the universe in all that I do. I trust in the perfect circulation of this infinite currency, confident that all my needs are met and my highest good is always unfolding. I release this word into the law, knowing that it is done. I stand in the flow of divine abundance, accepting my place and the universal flow of wealth, and so it is. And so it is. Thank you for tuning in. If you're just tuning in, you have tuned into the right place at the right time. Please let us know what city, what state, what country you're listening from. And please, everybody, if you can, for 1 second, just hit the like button. And it will help us out greatly. Today, I want to talk about the infinite currency. Tapping into the universal flow of wealth. You know, everything we do here shows you the cause and the effect of life. Because many of us are focused on the effect. We want to have the lavish lifestyle. We want to be able to travel the world. We want to have all of our cake and eat it too. We want to have everything with all the bells and the whistles and all of that, and that's wonderful. But understand that if you can create the cause, you will always have the effect. The cause is the infinite currency. Because if I have infinite currency, I will always be able to determine the effect. For every cause, there is always going to be an effect. As a man soweth, that shall he also reap. In a world often dominated by scarcity and competition, the concept of wealth can feel, very, very tainted. Or should I say restricted by material limitations and societal structures. However, what if wealth was just not the money in your bank account or the assets you own? What if it was an infinite currency? An ever-flowing stream of abundance available to everyone, not just wanting to be tapped into. We will explore some principles. I want to explore some principles behind the ideal of wealth as an infinite currency. Because I believe that when you understand the ability of this cause, you will always be able to get the effect that you want in life. Creating the cause will always allow you to manifest the effect. I like that. Create the cause will automatically manifest the effect. I want to, if I could, redefine wealth beyond the material. Wealth is not just a measure of money or possessions. It is an energetic state, a vibration that aligns with the frequency of abundance in our universe. It is a frequency. It is an energetic state. That's why we talk about money magnetized manifestation mindset. You have to understand that your mind, I say this all the time, is a magnet, and it magnetizes to it the very thing that it has on it. What frequency are you at? What frequency are you at? Because we just talked about this, that wealth is an energetic state, a vibration that aligns with the frequency of abundance in the universe. I want to get to that frequency, that I can be in an alignment with the abundance that is in the universe. When you start examining your beliefs about wealth, is your current definition slowly tied to material possessions, or do you view wealth as a border, as a border concept that includes health, relationships, knowledge, experiences? Recognize that true wealth encompasses all aspects of life. It is the joy of living, the richness of relationships, the abundance of opportunities, and the flow of positive energy in your life. You know, when we talk about wealth, we always talk about, if I say wealth, everybody thinks about money, wealth, riches, but we believe here that health is also wealth, right? So if you're going to be wealthy, you're going to, yes, have the joy of living, the richness of relationships, the abundance of opportunities, and the flow of positive energy in your life, but you also want to maintain great health. What's the sense of having a richness of relationships, the abundance of opportunities, the flow of positive energy, the joy of living, and you're sick? So we want to make sure that we are successfully blessed, rich, abundantly rich, and successful in every area of our life. And that's the wealth that we are connected to. I want you to create a list. We can start this on Wednesday once the moon goes direct, once Mercury goes direct. You create a list of non-material aspects of your life where you feel wealthy. This could include a relationship, a career, your personal growth experience, your creative expression. Acknowledge these as integral parts of your wealth. For instance, I'm a part of a group, right? I'm a part of the group, the equity group, right? And we meet every so often on Clubhouse. And when I get off that call on Clubhouse, I feel wealthy because of the knowledge and the wisdom that I've obtained from that. Yes, you can't see the knowledge, you can't see the wisdom, but I've obtained it. It's non-material aspect. What about your relationships? There may be somebody you're connected to that when you connect with this person, it makes you feel wealthy. It makes you feel powerful, right? What is your non-material aspect of your life where you feel wealthy? When we talk about the frequencies, we have to be able to align our mindset with abundance. We talk about our foundation for this whole series has been money manifestation mindset. And if we're going to do that, our minds have to be aligned with abundance. The mind is a powerful tool in manifesting wealth. Our thoughts, beliefs, and attitudes create our reality. To access the infinite currency, we must first align our mindsets with abundance. An alignment means that we are in sync with each other, which means that I'm not thinking about poverty. I'm not thinking about what somebody else is doing. I'm in line with the universal flow. That's why it's important when we do the spiritual mind treatments in the beginning that you lock in with the universal flow, with the divine mind. I want to be in a level of oneness. I don't want to be separated. I want to be connected. I said this before. Sometimes it really bothers me when I see people who are quote unquote searching for God, and they are all over the place. They're running around doing all of these things because they're searching for themselves. They're searching for God, and they don't realize the only way you're going to find God is when you find yourself. And the only way that you will find yourself is when you find God. There is no separation. It's oneness. One of the things that we have to do when we talk about aligning our mindsets is we have to be able to remove the blocks and the limitations. I say this all the time. The only limitation anybody on this that's listening to us now would ever experience on this channel is the limitation of your mind. That's the only limitation you will ever experience. You will never ever experience any other limitation. Write down any beliefs that you have about money and wealth that might not be limiting you. That might be limiting you. Common limiting beliefs include money is hard to come by, I don't deserve to be wealthy, or rich people are greedy, or reframe negative thoughts. Transform these limiting beliefs into positive affirmations. For example, replace money is hard to come by with money flows to me easily and effortlessly. I think that that's something that should be a mantra or affirmation that everybody should say every morning when they wake up in the morning. You should declare and say and speak it into the universe that money flows to me easily and effortlessly. Money flows to me easily and effortlessly. That means it comes to me easily and I don't have to work hard for it. Who doesn't, listening to me now, doesn't want money to flow to you easily and also effortlessly? This is something that I would recommend we say to ourselves, speak it to the atmosphere and speak it into the universe as we wake up every morning. Practice daily affirmations that reinforce your abundant mindset. Say them out loud, write them down, or meditate on them. And some of the other examples I will give you is, I am open to receiving unlimited abundance. Wealth is my natural state of being. I attract prosperity in all areas of my life. These are some of the things that you can say. You can speak into your level of consciousness. You can actually meditate on these things. And so what happens is, as you start to work with these manifestations, these mantras, these affirmations, what happens is you start seeing things change because you're speaking them, and words have power. Words have vibrational powers. What you're doing, if believe it or not, when you speak these affirmations, you are now aligning your mindset with, guess what? That wealth frequency we were talking about. Yes, that wealth frequency that we were talking about. There's so much energy. There's so much information. There's so much, I tell people all the time, if you apply to what we've been teaching, it's imperative that you will see things unfold like never before. Not only is it one thing to align your mindset with abundance, but always to connect with the universal flow, to connect with it. The universe operates on a principle of flow, energy, including wealth. And wealth must be circulated freely. To tap into the universal flow of wealth, you must first connect with the energy and allow it to move through you. Listen, you cannot make impact until you first make contact. That means wealth cannot impact your life until you first make contact with it. I'll say this again. The universe operates on the principle of flow energy, including wealth. Wealth must circulate freely. To tap into the universal flow of wealth, you must first connect with energy and allow it to move through you. Yes, before wealth can make any impact in our lives, we must first make contact with it. Once we make contact with it, then therefore it can now make impact. We cannot have impact until we first make contact. Meditation, I call meditation medication for the mind. And I think everybody should meditate. You should have a place where you can sit down and meditate and get your mind together. Meditation is a powerful way to align your energy with the universal flow, to visualize a stream of light of energy flowing through you, bringing with it an endless supply of wealth and prosperity. And then once you begin to master that meditation, you start to give gratitude and be thankful. I think that gratitude is a very powerful thing that we really don't utilize that often, and we should. Gratitude is a high vibrational emotion that attracts more of what you appreciate. By being grateful for what you already have, you signal the universe that you are ready to receive more. I'm grateful for all that I have, because I know that the more grateful I am of what I have, I'm automatically, as I just said, I'm automatically sending out a signal to the universe that I'm ready to receive more, because I am grateful for what I already have. You ought to start a gratitude journal every day and just write down at least 3 things you are grateful for, focusing on abundance you are already experiencing in your life. The power of being able to show gratitude. I'm thankful for my job. I'm thankful for my husband, my wife. I'm thankful for my children. I'm thankful for my family. I'm thankful for the car. I'm thankful for everything. I'm thankful for every aspect of my life. Why? Because the more grateful I am of those things, I'm sending out that signal that, yes, I'm grateful for this, and I'm also grateful for what's coming in the more than enough, the more than I can handle. The overflow is coming, and I'm grateful for it. Your actions are the physical manifestation of your thoughts and your beliefs. To fully tap into the infinite currency, your actions must align with your newfound wealth consciousness. Since we've been teaching on this series, your mindset has shifted. There's a shift in how you think. There's a shift in how you talk. There's a shift in what you have a desire for. I'll say this again. Your actions are the physical manifestation of your thoughts and your beliefs. What you do shows the manifestation of your thoughts. As my thoughts are things, and I'm able to use my thoughts to become who I am. There's no separation between you and your thoughts. I am the thinker that thinks the thought. But your thought and your beliefs, whatever you do in the physical ramification, is the physical manifestation of those thoughts. You have now transformed the intangible from the intangible realm and made it tangible. I wonder how many of us are investing in ourselves. You know, we invest time in a 9-to-5 job. We invest time in relationships. We invest time in our children. We invest time in our parents and our family and our friends. We invest time with everything else. But how many of us really invest in ourselves? Spend time and resources on activities that enhance your growth and your well-being. How many of us are reading books or watching videos, documentaries, watching things that are going to enhance us and going to give us enhance our growth and well-being? How many of us are learning new skills, improving our health, nurturing our relationships? Relationships of everything. They always say sometimes it's not what you know, but who you know. And that in fact can be true. Relationships are very powerful. When you hear the wealthy speak and you ask them, what are some of your greatest assets in life? What was it that helped you get to where you are? And the majority of them would say it would have to be my relationships. If it wasn't for some of the relationships I had, I probably wouldn't be at the level that I am at now. Because it is the relationships that open the doors for me to excel and to go higher and go into a deeper depth and to reach this level of wealth that I'm at now. You know, I listened to Magic Johnson. He just got into a new financial deal, and he was talking about his relationships, how, you know, his friends that he's had over the years, they kind of distanced themselves. He said he didn't change. He's the same person he's always been. He said, but for whatever reason, and I would have to say, Magic Johnson, you did change. Your mind expanded. Your level of consciousness expanded. You're not the same Magic Johnson that was at Michigan State. You're not the same Magic Johnson that was on the Lakers. You have expanded. So as your consciousness expand, as you became an investor and got more into the business and financial wealth and also becoming wealthy, your consciousness expanded. And so those friends that you had, they couldn't stay with you. They couldn't stay connected to you because, you know, I heard Michelle Obama was in an interview a couple of months ago, and he asked her what was some of the difficulties she had of being a first lady in the White House. And she said one of the hardest things to do was that her and her husband, President Barack Obama, is that they had to leave a lot of people behind. When they got into the White House and things started to move and they started climbing that ladder, a lot of people wasn't ready. And so they couldn't wait for them. They couldn't pull them up. They couldn't hold on to them. They had to let them go, and they had to make the jump by themselves. They couldn't take everybody with them. Everybody's not going to be able to move into your level of consciousness. Everybody's not going to be on your same level. You can't take everybody with you. Everybody can't go, and you can't carry them. You can't hold on to them and drag them. You got to let everybody fend for themselves and find their own path, find their own destiny, and begin to develop and move with their own purpose. How many of us are making our financial decisions with confidence, approaching financial decisions from a place of abundance rather than fear? Trust that there will always be enough and that the universe will provide what you need when you need it. Exactly. You know, when we make financial decisions, well, you know, how much does this cost? Because we're not going to have enough of this, and you know, you don't want to move out of fear. You want to move out of confidence. You want to move out of a place of abundance, knowing that there will always be enough and that the universe will always provide. Listen, I've been saying that for years, and let me tell you something. If anybody can say anything, I'm letting you know that I've always said the universe will always take care of us, and it always works. The universe has never let me down. It has always provided, took care of me, got me to the place where I needed to be, and got me out of some situations. The universe will always provide. You just got to stay tapped in. I think one of the things to do is to set tangible financial goals that are aligned with our wealth consciousness. You know, some of you may say, I want to save a specific amount of money. I want to invest in a course. I want to start a business. I want to take concrete steps to achieving this goal with confidence and trust in the process. Some of you say, I want to start investing in companies. I want to start getting in the stock market. And let me tell you, those of you who are listening, I don't care how much money you have or how much money you don't have. You should be investing in the stock market. Even if you don't have but $10, $20 to start off with, just start. Don't let fear keep you away from doing it. Have the confidence. Have the wherewithal to say, I want to move into this, and move with your desire. See, if you really start embracing this stuff, the desires will begin to come out of that. You know how many desires that you have that will pull you into certain directions and pull you into certain places because your desires change. What you used to desire, you don't desire anymore. Your mind is expanding. You're getting into these teachings. You're getting into this stuff. And some of you are taking this and you're going back and you're working with it. You're researching it. You're applying it to your life. And so you're able to do that and allow yourself to have that financial goal that you want aligned. To have that financial goal. We talked last week about the girl who did the money magnet mirror board, and she wrote a check for $25,000 that she wanted to invest. She wanted to make an investment this year for $25,000, and not too long after she put her board together, she had an opportunity to invest in a friend of hers' real estate deal that he had going on. Stay connected to the source. The journey to wealth consciousness is ongoing. Stay connected to the source of universal abundance requires consistent and continuous practice and awareness. Consistent, continuous practice and awareness to stay connected. This is not something that we just do once a day. This has to become your lifestyle. This has to become your lifestyle. This has to be something that you live, eat, sleep, everything. Because what you embrace, what you eat, you become what you eat. I'm eating knowledge. I'm eating wisdom. I'm not taking in drama and conflict. I'm not taking in any kind of discord. I'm taking in confidence, success, positivity. I'm taking in energy. I want the money to flow easily and effortlessly into my life all the time. Now, guess what? All of you who say that every morning, I'll let money flow into my life easily and effortlessly. Guess what's going to happen? What's going to happen is you may have some things blocking the money from coming into your life easily and effortlessly. And so there's going to be some dynamic changes that will take place to remove the blocks out. And some of you may say, oh my God, I started doing this whole thing about money coming into my life easily, and all of this stuff started happening in my life. No. The stuff is happening in your life to move out of the way the stuff that needs to be removed so that money can flow to you easily and effortlessly. Life's challenges are not to paralyze you, but they are created to move you along, to take you from one place to the next. As you grow, your understanding of wealth and abundance will evolve. Regularly check in with yourself to ensure that your thoughts, beliefs, and actions remain aligned with your highest vision of wealth. Continue to engage in the spiritual practices that have helped you stay connected to the universal flow. This could include, like we talked about, your meditation, your prayer, your journaling, or spending time with the spiritual, meditating in the spiritual, in your spiritual sessions. Um, One of the things that I miss also when I was in Vegas is that I was a Reiki practitioner, and I used to love to go to Reiki because the first time I've ever went to Reiki, I didn't know what Reiki was. It's my first time. We're all sitting in a circle in a chair, and the woman comes up to me because we're sitting in a chair. They have you sit down, and you cross your hands over your chest, and you just sit there with your eyes closed. And it's kind of dim, and there's like it's maybe like 10 to 15 people sitting in a circle in a folding chair, and then you have the practitioners outside of it. And so this lady comes up to me. I never forget her name. Her name was Helen, and she was a phenomenal Reiki practitioner. And she says to me, "Do you want me to touch you or don't touch?" I didn't know what she meant. I didn't answer, so she never touched me. So we do the Reiki session, and after it was over, I told her, I said, "Oh my God, your hands were so warm. They were like, oh my God, they were so hot and warm." And she says, "Oh, I never touched you." And I said, "What?" She says, "Yes, I never touched you." And I said, "Wait a minute, you mean the energy from your hands was doing all of the massaging?" And she says, "Yes." And so I was actually blown away of that session. I began myself to learn how to become a Reiki practitioner and how to use that energy. And so I tell that story to tell you that, yes, you have the ability to engage and to make sure that your thoughts, beliefs, actions remain aligned with your highest vision of wealth, and that you stay connected to the universal flow, because it is in that where you will begin to learn and begin to manifest. Reiki is a powerful thing. I've seen it heal people. I've seen people get healed from cancer. I've seen so many amazing things with it. And so it just shows you the 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 power of the intangible that we have within us. I would beckon you also, those of you who are listening, to set some time aside each week for self-reflection. Just take a minute and just reflect on yourself. Use this time to meditate, review your progress, make any necessary changes to your mindset or actions. Some of you may say, "Well, you know what? I'm in a situation right now where I'm a little uncertain about things." Begin to write things down, begin to redefine your plan, make some adjustments. It's always good to reflect. It's always good to sit down and reflect and revise and restore and replenish yourself. It's always good. It's not so much to just pour into everybody else, but allow yourself to be poured into as well. Everything in the universe, including wealth, operates at a specific frequency. Everything operates at a specific frequency. To attract and sustain wealth, you must embody and maintain the frequency of abundance in your daily life. Just as you tune into a radio to receive a specific station, you can tune your energy to a frequency of wealth. This includes aligning your emotions, thoughts, and actions with those that resonate with abundance. Feelings of gratitude, joy, all the things we talked about, but tuning into it. I tell people all the time, abundance is not something that we gravitate towards or that we have or that we get. It's something that you tune into. Right now, everybody has a favorite song that they love, right? It's your favorite song of all time. You love that song. Right now, as we're listening and talking, that song is being played right now. You don't have access to that song because you're not tuned into the radio station that's playing it, but it's being played right now as you speak. I want to always be attuned and plugged into the station of abundance. I want to always, every day, be attuned and tuning in and locked in on the station of abundance. everybody should dedicate time to practice feeling the emotions associated with wealth. Like, how would it feel if you had $10 million? How would it feel if all your bills was paid, you didn't owe anybody? How would it feel if you didn't have to work anymore and that your money was working for you and that you could travel the world and do whatever you wanted to do? You didn't have to make a living. You didn't have to try to survive. You were now living the life that you've always wanted to live. Visualize scenarios where you were living in abundance and immerse yourself in the joy, freedom, and gratitude that wealth brings. See the look on your face of your children of being able to have and do whatever it is that they want. Look at the smile on your face of your parents when you're able to allow them to, in the latter years of their life, be able to enjoy life and do some things that they never thought they would be able to do. About your family and your friends, the joy and the smile on their face of them being able to do and to have and to be all that they wanted to be. Why? Because you took the time out and begin to operate in your feeling of wealth, feeling of what does it mean to be wealthy? What does it look like for you to be wealthy? Everybody listening to me has a different perception, a different experience of what it looks like to be wealthy. I believe that we also integrate that wealth consciousness into our daily life. When we fully embrace the infinite currency wealth consciousness, by allowing it to become a daily part of our lives. It's not just something you think about occasionally, but it's a mindset that infuses every decision and action that we have. Every decision, big, small, can be made from a place of the wealth conscious. Whether it's how you spend your time, the way you invest your money, or the energy you put into your relationships, ensure that the choices reflect your alignment with abundance. Approach your daily life with this abundant mindset. This mindset, expecting positive outcomes, looking for opportunities, celebrating the wealth already present in your life. You know, I wonder how many of us talk to ourselves. I know I talk to myself all the time. Some people may think I'm crazy, but sometimes you got to learn how to talk to yourself. You got to learn how to talk to me, myself, and I. And sometimes you got to ask yourself, is this action, thought, or decision that I'm about to do aligned with my wealth consciousness? And based on your answer will determine what happens. Make the adjustments as needed to ensure that your daily life is a reflection of the infinite currency you wish to tap into. You got to ask yourself the question, is what I'm thinking, is what my thoughts, my actions or decisions, are they aligned with my wealth consciousness and what I'm getting ready to make a decision to do? No matter how big or how small my decision is, I want to make sure that I'm in alignment with my wealth consciousness for the decisions that I am making. I'm not making these decisions selfishly. I'm not making these decisions out of greed, and I'm not making these decisions out of want or lack. I'm making these decisions out of my wealth consciousness. You know, a few weeks ago, maybe about a month or so ago, I began to teach on archetypes. And some of you that are listening, you may want to go back and listen to that particular teaching. But I believe that if we're going to actually connect and if we're going to make the contact before we make impact, and we're going to start operating in this infinite currency of the wealth consciousness, we have to begin to awaken the archetype within us. I believe everybody listening to me is wealthy. I believe you are wealthy and wealth is in you. You have to learn how to awaken that wealth archetype in you. Each of us has an inner archetype, a symbolic representation of our deepest attitudes and beliefs about wealth. By awakening and aligning your inner wealth archetype, you can more consciously tap into the universal flow of abundance. Now, when you look on this channel, you can see we talked about awakening the mental alchemist within. And yes, you could awaken him too. But what I want you to focus on is awakening the wealth archetype. Your wealth archetype may be a symbol, it may be a figure, it may be an entity that embodies your ideal relationship with money and abundance. This could be a mythical figure, a historical personality, or even an abstract concept like the creator or the nurturer. When you go back and listen to the archetype teaching I did, you'll list some of the archetypes that we talked about and what they specify. Because whatever archetype you resonate with, you should operate that archetype, because it will then allow you to awaken that wealth consciousness within you. Once identified, consciously embody the traits and mindset of your wealth archetype. How would this archetype think, feel, and act in daily life? How would it interact with money and abundance? You know, we say this all the time. If we gave everybody here $1 million, what's the first thing you would do with it? Because the majority of the people, if you gave them $1 million, they would spend it, which means that they would end it. In the word spend is the word end. But we, as we just said, the infinite currency. As long as you have infinite currency, you can never go broke. You can never be poor. You can never go without, because you are controlling the cause. And if you can control the cause, you will always be able to manifest the effect. I have infinite currency. And because I have infinite currency, I will always be able to manifest the effect. Speaking about wealth and the wealth consciousness always brings me back to, it makes me think about how, you know, I've always said this before, how each one of us needs to cultivate a prosperity, I would say, ecosystem, right? Just as plants thrive in a supportive ecosystem, your ability to tap into the universal flow of wealth is enhanced by the environment you create around yourself. This ecosystem includes your physical space, your social circle, and your daily habits. I say this all the time. Your ecosystem includes your physical space, your social circle, and your daily habits. We talked about the 7 habits of the mystical millionaire last week. Your habits. What are your habits? Your social circle is equaling to your friends. Your friends are a resume of what you're going to become. If you're walking around with a wealth consciousness and you're walking around with a manifestation consciousness, you can't be hanging around people who don't have any kind of wealth consciousness, who don't have an alignment with abundance, and who don't want to create generational wealth. Your surroundings have a physical, your surroundings have a profound impact on your mindset. Your surroundings have a profound impact on your mindset. Create a space that reflects abundance, clean, organized, filled with symbols of prosperity. Surround yourself with abundant, minded people. These people who you interact with regularly can either uplift or drain your energy. Surround yourself with individuals who have a positive, abundant mindset and who support your wealth consciousness. Take a critical look at your physical environment and your social interactions. Make necessary adjustments to create a prosperity ecosystem that supports your wealth consciousness. This might involve decluttering your home, decorating with symbols of abundance, or joining groups that share your wealth-focused mindset. I think that, creating that ecosystem is going to be imperative that we do it, because at this point, I want to make sure I'm at a place where my surroundings in my physical world are a reflection of what's going on inside. And listen, I'm telling everybody this now. You don't have to make any changes in your physical world. If you start doing what we're talking about today and start implementing this stuff, your world is going to change. The people are automatically going to disappear because they're not going to be able to connect to you, because your vibration has risen and has risen to the wealth frequency. So now you're no longer operating on the level that they can deal with you on, because your level has shifted. You know what? One of the things that I also find very interesting is that life gives to the giver and takes from the taker. But I want to just briefly touch on this. Many people are skilled at giving, but very few are truly open to receiving. To fully tap into the infinite currency of the universe, we must master the art of receiving, which is as crucial as giving in the cycle of abundance. Often our conditioning of our personal beliefs can block the ability to receive, whether it's compliments, help, gifts, financial opportunities. Practice opening yourself up to the flow of receiving without guilt or resistance. Do you know some of us have a problem of receiving? We don't want anybody to help us. We don't want anybody to assist us with anything. We just try to do everything ourselves. We don't realize we're blocking our blessings. We are operating at this wealth consciousness. The universe is trying to bring the wealth into you. The universe is trying to allow money to flow easily and effortlessly, but we are, oh no, I'm okay. I don't need any help. I don't need your assistance. I don't need your gifts. We have to learn how to be open to receive. I wanted to talk very, very, very quickly. I wanted to look at this. I believe that affirmations are very powerful. I believe that affirmations are very very unique. I think that they are very, very important for us, and that they help us grow and evolve. One of the affirmations, just a few affirmations that I want to go over that I feel are very powerful, and they really resonate with me. It says, I am connected to the infinite currency of the universe, where wealth flows to me effortlessly and abundantly. This one says, I tap into the universal flow of wealth, knowing that prosperity is my natural state of being. The universe is an endless source of riches, and I am fully aligned with its infinite currency. I am a vessel for the universal flow of abundance, and I attract limitless wealth into my life every day. Listen to me. These affirmations, if you continue to speak them over and over again, I'm actually going to write a book and put these in there. I'm going to put these in there because I want all of us at any given time to be able to pull this book out and begin to work with these affirmations and begin to meditate on them, begin to embody them, begin to embrace them, and to pull them in and begin to become them. Money is energy, and I am perfectly attuned to the universal current that carries it into my life. I embrace infinite currency of the cosmos, where wealth and opportunity are boundless, and ever flowing. I trust in the universe's infinite supply, and I allow wealth to manifest in my life in miraculous ways. I am open to receiving the abundant wealth of the universe, knowing that it flows to me in perfect harmony. My life is in a continuous stream of prosperity as I tap into the boundless wealth of the universal flow. I align my heart, mind, and spirit with the infinite currency of the universe, and wealth naturally flows to me. Listen, these are just some affirmations, but listen, when you speak those things into your atmosphere and you speak it into those, listen, on Wednesday, I want everybody to start working with their affirmations. Some of you can start working with them now. And every day I want you to say, money flows to me easily and effortlessly. Every day, I want you to, when you wake up in the morning, the first thing I want you to say is, money flows to me easily and effortlessly. And I want you to say it every day. And I want you to see how by speaking that into existence, as you continue to speak into existence, things will begin to change. You will see a click. You will feel some different things happening, and you get ready to experience that wealth flow, that wealth frequency that you begin to come into alignment with. And I believe that it will change your life forever. Listen, I hope you enjoyed today's teaching. I really have enjoyed it. I love talking about money. I love talking about wealth. I love talking about all of this stuff, this infinite currency. It's a phenomenal, phenomenal thing to talk about, and I will never stop talking about it. I will forever talk about it, and it's amazing to me. I want to thank all of you for tuning in. Listen, if you haven't done so, please hit the like button and allow us to get this message out to all the others who need to hear this. If you felt like today's teaching was a blessing to you and you know somebody that needs to hear this, go ahead and hit the share button and click and copy the link and send it to them by text message, by email, by however you send your messages. Begin to let them know that they can listen, they can join and subscribe and listen to us every week, same time, same place. I also want to give you the opportunity to be a blessing and help us out. Those that want to sow a seed into the ministry and give a donation, we're asking everybody for a $26 seed. And $26 is the seed that we ask for. It is what we call our manifestation seed. It is the seed because the two represents the subconscious and the conscious mind as they come together. And then the 6 represents the Venetian, or what I would call the Venetian attribute responsibility that covers the subconscious mind, that covers the responsibility of bringing together and utilizing and forming the responsibility. 6 is the number of responsibility. It is the number of us being able to understand the community and the collective. And so we bring that into perspective with the 26. And so we're asking for the $26, which is our manifestation seed. And those of you that want to donate, there's 4 ways you can do it. You can Cash App us. Our donation places, our donations where you can donate are also written in the description. Cash App is going to be $TOESC. That's $TOESC. Also, I want to make it available that you can ZELLE, or you can also do VENMO. I'm sorry, ZELLE or PayPal. ZELLE or PayPal, and that's going to be info, INFO, at TOESC.org. Once again, that's INFO, info, at TOESC.org, and that's for ZELLE and PayPal. And then for Venmo, we have issacharbey at gmail.com. And that's going to be ISSACHARBEY at gmail.com. I want to thank all of you for tuning in this afternoon. Let everybody know we're here same day, same time every Sunday. We look forward to another great session. I hope that you guys got something out of this. I really enjoyed today's teaching. It's really amazing when you start utilizing and using this stuff. Listen, Money flows to me easily and effortlessly. Money flows to me easily and effortlessly. I'm telling you, the more you say it, the more you speak it into existence, watch how money begins to flow. Why? Money has ears and money can hear. And when you start calling money, guess what? Money will show up. Money will show up. I like to say this one thing: your destiny is not a matter of chance, but it is a matter of choice. I love you, and there's nothing you can do about it.